Good evening everybody and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, where we are coming off the back of an amazing Money in the Bank. Despite the impending fallout from last night's explosive matches, our superstars will have a chance to step back and recuperate as they prepare themselves for the long season still ahead. And the main question after every PLE, how will our newly crowned champions start off their newest title reigns? Find out tonight on this edition of Jayromoda. And starting off our night with a matchup that I've honestly been waiting to see for a very long time. I mean, we've had it last year, but now, since they're in the same division, it's gonna happen quite more often. Introducing first, he is still your men's cruiserweight champion, Goro Akechi.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 145 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact Cruiserweight Champion, Gordon Alexis.
Akechi defending the belt from Leon last night in another quite dominant match, and yeah, he is, like I said last night, Akechi is looking fairly unstoppable as of right now. And his opponent, he is still one of your men's tag team champions despite losing last night's match, although it was because of a countout, hence why they technically retained the championship belt. It is the leader of the Phantom Thieves himself, Joker.
Japan, weighing in at 150 pounds, one half of the men's undisputed Impact, the tag team world champions,
And here we go, the two rivals staring each other down. And referee rings the bell. Joker immediately beginning with a kick to the chest. Hooking the wrist and just an arm drag from the top rope. Akechi immediately back up to his feet, but unable to step out of the way of that Hurricane Rana. Joker now with a stomp, forcing Akechi back up. And another takedown. And the double knee facebuster. We have seen it before though, where Akechi seems to start off slow and then picks it up towards the end. So don't count him out quite yet, despite Joker being fully in the driver's seat right now. And and Joker with a hot shot. Now heading back up top. Akechi to his feet. And the diving axe handle punch finds its mark, and so does the standing shooting star press. And again. Joker tossing Akechi back into the ring. Akechi using the ropes to get back up to his feet. But Joker sending him back down with that double leg drop kick, and now going for the pin. And Akechi kicks out before the 1 count. Joker again with the Hurricane Rana. But Akechi finally with the reversal. Round and pound, stomp to the gut, and again trying to get a little bit of offense in on his own, or trying to get a little bit of offense of his own in. Joker back up to his feet after that knee to the bridge of the nose, but Akechi with a kick right below the jawline. Joker to the outside, Akechi following him. And a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana into the facebuster. Or into the snap DDT, rather. And a toss into the steel steps, and well, I think you guys know by now just my thoughts, my feelings on fighting along the outside of the ring, as Joker tossing Akechi back inside. But Akechi the reversal kick to the gut, and now looking to come back, the clotheslines. Picking Joker up by the wrists, and again, knee to the face. Going for the cover, there's one. Joker kicks out. Ren back up to his feet. Akechi staring him down, trapping him in the corner with the kick, and now the punches, the kicks to the gut. And a stomp just for good measure, but Joker getting his knee up in time to reverse that. And now Joker with the Phantom Cutter. Or not the Phantom Cutter, the Phantom Clothesline, and the pin. There's one. There's two. Akechi kicks out. Joker the Irish Whip. And there's the Phantom Cutter. Going for the cover. There's one. There's two, and Akechi powers out. Has Akechi finally met his match? Joker with a springboard moonsault. Akechi getting out of the way. Joker back up to his feet. Akechi with a springboard looking for the flying forearm, but Joker diving underneath that. And Akechi with a judo flip takedown. Trying to get back into the driver's seat. Turning Joker around, and now the snake bite in the corner. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. And Joker kicks out. And Akechi stomps to the face. And the drive-by. Joker somehow with the wherewithal to kick Akechi off of him. Stomp to the upper arm. Standing shooting star. And Joker with the kicks to the face. Akechi rolling to the outside. And Joker with a suicide senton. And the ground and pound. Looking for the double knees, but Akechi getting out of the way. Jumping knee strike, and Akechi, like, he really if he wants to win this and maintain his perfect record on the season, he needs to get back into this match. He needs to get it together. Tossing Joker into the corner, busting him open. And again, the corner trapped combo. And now just stomping a hole in Joker's chest, forcing him back up to his feet. Looking for the victory roll, but again, Joker the reversal. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Akechi again powering out. But Joker just seems to have all of the answers. And the clothesline connects again, forcing Akechi up to his feet. The Irish whip. Looking for the Phantom Cutter, but the referee getting in the way, allowing Akechi to get back on the offensive. Knocking Joker off the apron, and now heading up top. Flying forearm. Akechi picking up Joker, tossing him into the apron. Back up to his feet. And just tossing him into the corner. Stomp to the thigh. There's a 5. And honestly, Akechi could he could go for a count-out win here. Just sending Joker face first into the top of the barricade. And flying a little bit too close to the sun. Tossing Joker back into the ring, sliding in after him. Somehow Joker's still conscious despite being, sent face first into the barricade. Wheelbarrow. Facebuster. And the pin. There's one. There's two. And Joker does not kick out. And Akechi maintaining perfection on the season. But that was much closer than his usual matches. And I wonder if that's because he was facing off against Joker. Maybe we found Crow's kryptonite. And for our second matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is the Shadow Assassin. It is Aigis.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from New York, Alex!
And essentially a matchup between two teammates. Basically. And her opponent, it is your former Women's Cruiserweight Champion until being dethroned last night. It is Mitsuru Kirijo. And Mitsuru doesn't seem to be too despondent from last night. It was a pretty close match. And yeah, she did make the mistake of heading out to the ring and, or heading to the outside of the ring and, facing off against Kurumi, or, not Kurumi, Kasumi again. And referee rings a bell between these two members of C's, as Aigis immediately with the springboard Hurricane Rana. Stomp to the wrist, turning Mitsuru around, and again a stomp to the upper arm this time. Irish whipping Mitsuru into the corner, pulling her away. And a power slam. Aigis middle rope. Middle rope Hurricane Rana connects. And a knee to the upper arm. Looking for the stomp, but Mitsuru getting out of the way, tossing Aigis into the corner. Kick to the back of the head. And the baseball slide suplex. Mitsuru walking Aigis back into the corner. And picking her up for the hangman. Twisting kick to the gut. But Aigis with a nice Hurricane Rana reversal, forcing Mitsuru back up to her feet again. Irish whip. Hurricane Rana into the pin roll. There's one, but Mitsuru turning that around, looking for a pin of her own. There's one. Aigis looking for another pin. Mitsuru kicks out before the one. Diving elbow from Mitsuru connects. And now a standing shotgun drop kick. Mitsuru with a running uppercut. But Aigis rolling out of the way with that reversal. Stomp to the hand, kick to the spine. And Aigis heading up top. Staring down Mitsuru, looking for the crossbody frog splash, and that connects. Top rope moonsault also connecting. And the pin, there's one. Mitsuru kicks out. Aigis again heading up top. Taking her time, allowing Mitsuru to get back up to her feet. And again, Hurricane Rana into the roll. There's one. Mitsuru again kicking out at one. Mitsuru with the stunner, getting out of that with a reversal. Neck holder suplex, or neck breaker suplex. Tossing Aigis into the corner. But Aigis with a sharp elbow getting out. Mitsuru preventing her from hitting the springboard. And a double underhook suplex. Mitsuru lining up. Locking in the figure eight. Looking to put this one away via submission, which is increasingly rare this year, especially because the AI keeps releasing holds for literally no reason. Mitsuru forcing Aigis back up to her feet. The trip, and now ankle lock. Looking to put this one away via submission. Aigis fights out. And Mitsuru diving underneath the clothesline. sending Aigis tumbling to the outside. Looking for the stomp, but Aigis getting out of the way and regaining control, tossing Mitsuru into the steel steps. But Mitsuru, arm breaker reversal, forcing Aigis back up. And looking to toss her, but Aigis again elbowing herself out. There's 5, Aigis with the sharp kicks. And a spinning heel kick to the side of the head. Aigis heading back in. Mitsuru just a few more seconds to get back into the ring. There's 8. Referee telling her to get back into the ring. Aigis looking for the senton. Mitsuru getting out of the way. And tossing Aigis over to the side before heading back in. Aigis back in. Mitsuru avoiding the grapple. Pushing her down, going for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Aigis kicks out. Elbow drop missed. Aigis stepping out of the way of that grapple, and now the running clotheslines. And the comeback. Now Aigis looking for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Mitsuru forces her way out. Aigis the kicks to the face. Dragging Mitsuru away from the ropes, not wanting a rope break. And again, kicking the face. Mitsuru crawling to the corner, trying to catch her breath, trying to recover. But Aigis, the corner trapped kicks, picking Mitsuru up, taking her to the top rope. And this might be it. No, Mitsuru fighting her way out, pushing Aigis down. But Aigis back up to her feet. And the spear out of nowhere. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Mitsuru Kirijo does not kick out.
Here is your winner,
A very close match, but Aigis somehow coming out on top. I mean, being a robot probably helps, let's be honest. And for our first tag team match of the evening, introducing first, it is Himiko Umeno and Tenko Chabashira. Magiko.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, the new Nexus.
And their opponents. It's the Gestalt sisters. Popola and Devila. Here we go, Popola. Or excuse me, Devila and Tenko in the ring. Devila immediately sending Tenko into their corner. And a top rope armbar. Slugging right forearm to the nose. Stomp to the gut, but Tenko getting out of that with a kick to the gut. Sending Devila for a run and a drop kick right to the ankle. Stomp to the wrist. Knee to the spine. Now taking in Himiko. Himiko sending Devila for a run. And a neck breaker. Somehow finding the energy to pick up Devila. And a pendulum backbreaker. A bit out of character to taunt. Sending Devila into the corner. Pulling her away. And the hanging dropkick, but Devila sending Himiko into the corner. Himiko turning that around. Neckbreaker suplex, stomp to the back of the head. And both women to the outside, but Devila sending Himiko face first, mouth first. Into the apron. Snap mirror, hair pull, and now just pulling on the arms. And sending Himiko right into the steel steps. There's a 7 count, they need to be careful. Devila sending Himiko for a run, there's 8. Himiko to her feet and rushing back to the ring. Immediately caught by the big boot, though. And now, Devila tagging in her sister. Popola's in the ring now. Himiko with the hot tag. Popola with a double leg dropkick. To Tenko going for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Tenko kicks out. Tenko sending Popola for a run. And the Irish whip suplex. Into the double armbar suplex, or the double underhook suplex, excuse me. Popola sending Tenko into their corner, tagging Devila back in. And the double kick. Devila sending Tenko for a run, uppercut right to the stomach. And a corner high choke. Popola with the stomps to the face. sending Tenko back into the corner, kick to the gut again. But Tenko turning that around with a reversal and sending Popola for a run. Or excuse me, sending Devila for a run. Tagging Himiko back in. Himiko is having a much better match than Tenko is right now. And the double flapjack. But Devila kicking Himiko off of her. Tossing her into the Gestalt Sisters corner. And the kick right to the calf. And Devila, just heading to the outside because she can. Allowing Himiko back up to her feet. Catching the back of the head against all three of the turnbuckles. And now tagging in Tenko. Devila somehow sending Tenko into their corner, tagging in Popola, and again, the double super kick. Tenko to the outside, Popola's giving chase, and a Fez press completely out of nowhere on the outside. Sending Tenko tumbling back inside, forcing her back up to her feet, and again being sent into the corner. Kick to the stomach, Tenko getting out. Uppercut. I thought she was sending Popola into their corner, but nope. Okay, now she is. Pulling her away, tossing her to the outside. And Tenko with a baseball slide dropkick. We see Pyra do that all the time. Stomp to the shoulder. Shotgun dropkick to the back of the head. Kick to the gut. Stomp to the stomach. Double knees. Referee already at a 7 count. There's 8. 9. They really need to be careful. Popola back in. Tenko also back in. Bell clap. And Tenko with the uppercut. Hyping herself up. And allowing Popola to tag in Devila. Devila with the takedown. The punches to the forehead. But Devila with the short shoot kick. And the pin, there's 1. There's 2. Himiko flying in to break that up. And now flying outside the ring courtesy of Devila. Devila picking Tenko back up to her feet just to take her back down. Tenko being sent into their corner. Popola tagged back in. Here we go, the bridging, neck breaker, and the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Tenko kicks out. Getting out of the way of the hammer punch. Winning the grapple, snap DDT. And smartly tagging Himiko back in. Himiko with the neck breaker. Picking Popla up over the shoulders. How does Himiko have the strength? I really have no idea. Popla tagging Devila back in. Himiko sending Devila back into their corner, but Devila with a nice block of the knife edge chop, sending Himiko back into the Gestalt Sisters corner, pulling her away. And the roll up, going for the pin. There's not even one count as Himiko somehow kicks out. Himiko pulling Devila away. Satellite reverse DDT. Going for the pin. There's one. Devila kicks out. And Devila with the reversal. Elbow to the spine. And again. Sending Himiko for a run. Himiko catching that in a reversal. And tagging Tenko back into the ring. The Irish whip. The double shoulder tackle. And Popla back in after the hot tag. Tenko with the ground and pound as Himiko fights Devila around, on the outside the ring. There's a short-lived fight though. Popla going for the pin. Himiko again flying in to break that up. Irish whip, whiffing, and now Tenko with the reversal. And tagging Himiko back into the ring. Popla with the Russian leg sweep, forcing Himiko back up to her feet, tossing her into the corner. And now setting the ultimate mage up in the Tree of Woe. Stomp to the chest. And again, but Himiko kicking herself out. Devila with a punch to the spine. Popla with a neck breaker and tagging in Devila. Flatliner. And going for the pin. Here comes Tenko. Flying in, breaking that up. And Popla tagged back in. As we're looking for another bridging neck breaker. And the pin. There's one. There's two. And Himiko Yamano does not kick out. The Gestalt Sisters picking up yet another victory in their comeback season thus far. And next, introducing first, falling short of regaining the championship belt last night at the hands of Akechi, it is the awesome one, Leon Kuwata.
making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 148 pounds, a rock star, Leon Kuwata.
And his opponent, it is your Mr. Money in the Bank,
And his opponent,
Shinjiro
Japan,
Aragaki.
at 155 pounds, Sherry Akane.
Shinjiro somehow coming home with the briefcase last night despite Rex's best efforts to do it all by himself. He got 4 of the 5 locks, but Shinjiro was the one to get the 5th and final lock to bring home the briefcase and a guaranteed contract for the championship belt at any point of the season. Any point. And now the referee rings the bell, and both men running at each other. Shinjiro immediately beginning with a flying DDT. But Leon running towards Shinjiro. I mean, both men again running towards each other, but Leon hitting the clothesline, diving underneath. Jumping over, looking for the kick, but Shinjiro turning that around. Now picking up Leon over the shoulders and sending him up against the ropes. And now looking for the bear hug submission to put this one away early. Leon fighting his way out. Shinjiro walking Leon over to the eastern ropes. Trapping the arm, pulling it out of its, or trying to pull it out of its socket. Diving underneath, jumping over. And a planted backbreaker slam. Leon kicking out at 1. And quite literally kicking out of that. I promise y'all I'm not drunk. I just, for some reason, cannot speak today. This isn't anything new, let's be honest. Double flying crossbody splashes from Shinjiro, now heading outside to the apron, heading up top. And to the top rope, diving axe handle punch finds its mark. And a tossing suplex, axe handle punch to the stomach. And hitting Leon with the elbow drop. Leon crawling to the outside. Shinjiro following him and punching him off the apron, looking for the senton, but Leon getting out of the way just in time. Hurricane Rana connects, but Shinjiro tossing Leon into the barricade, looking for the right hand, but Leon getting out of the way. Leon with the elbow drop, referee already at 6. They need to be careful. Leon, enough kicking dirt. Get back into the ring. Leon's back in. Shinjiro following him. Spleen busters and just tossing Leon over to the side. Shinjiro with the Irish whip, diving underneath. And another planted back slam, going for the pin. There's one. Leon kicks out. And Shinjiro with the clothesline. The back body drop. And the power slam. Hitting Leon with a knee to the face. Leon rolling out of the way of that, looking for the kick, but Shinjiro with the suplex and now the clothesline lariat. And forcing Leon back up to his feet and taking him for the last ride. Going for the pin, referee waiting for them. There's 2 and Leon kicks out. Leon with the reversal, kick to the thigh, and a cross-body splash. And Leon heading back into the ring. Shinjiro following. Leon rolling out of the way. But Shinjiro forcing him up over the shoulders. Leon with the reversal. Knife edge chops. Shinjiro the reversal. Walking him to the northeastern corner. Right hand. Back elbows. And a crossbody splash. Shinjiro lining up yet another signature. And again, the last ride. And the pin, there's 1, there's 2, and Leon does not kick out. Shinjiro Aragaki winning yet again. And for our second tag team match of the evening, introducing first, it's the heroes of Colony 9, the heroes of the Homs. It's Rhine time. It's Shulk time. It's time for the Vision Warriors.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 415 pounds, the Brain Busters.
And their opponents, despite winning last night's men's tag team championship match, still not your tag team champions because it was won by countout. It is Mondo Wada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru, the Ultimate Brotherhood.
Combined weight of 314 pounds, the Brotherhood.
Here we go, Shulk and Taka, the brains of their respective teams, both in the ring. And they meet in the middle. Shulk looking for the springboard, but Taka immediately catching him, sending him into the corner, and tagging Mondo in. Irish whip. Double shoulder tackle, and we've seen this before where we have false starters. Shulk getting out of the way, but Mondo with a knee to the face and tagging Taka back in. Shulk back up to his feet, but Taka with a running knee to the side of the head. And face first into the turnbuckle. Shulk getting out of the way of that with an elbow. And a kick right below the jaw. Or right to the bottom of the jaw, rather. Shulk with a satellite suplex. And a stomp right to the forehead. Picking up Taka. And a backbreaker. Now tagging Rhine back in. Rhine with a running kick to the chest, going for the pin. There's one, there's two, Taka kicks out. Taka rolling out of the way of that. Looking for a double leg drop kick of his own, and that connects. Forcing Rhine back up to his feet. And a toss into the corner. Right hand finds his mark and now tagging Mondo back in. Irish whip. Double back body drop, and now the two heavyweights in the ring together. Mondo picking up Rhine and a powerbomb. A sit-out powerbomb. Looking for the stomp. Rhine getting out of the way of that. Picking up his knee. and tossing Mondo for a run, but Mondo catching that elbow. And tagging Taka back in. Ryan close enough to tag in Shulk. And Taka with a Hurricane Rana. Forcing Shulk back up to his feet, tossed to the corner. Turning him around again. And again. Axe handle punch, turning him around again. Shulk finally having enough. Getting his feet up with that kick. Taka with a dangling clutch. Just bending the back of Shulk a little bit. With Shulk regaining control. Walking Taka over to the Western ropes and completely whiffing on that punch. And now clothesline to the outside. The master of the Monado. Staring him down. And the suicide spear. Resolute knee strike to the face, stomp to the wrist. Referee already at the count of 5, so Shulk tossing Taka back in. And Taka with a tag. Mondo the double leg drop kick, and now Shulk with the hot tag. Ryan in the ring. Mondo with the reversal, looking for the pin. There's one. There's another pin attempt, this time Ryan, and now Mondo with the pin. Ryan looking for the pin. Mondo kicking out. And with like 4 pin attempts, there was only a 1 count. Only a single 1 count. Ryan forcing Mondo up over the shoulders. And a backbreaker drop. Irish whip. Setting him up for the flatliner facebuster and tagging Shulk into the ring. Mondo with the reversal. Now Mondo taking his sweet time on the outside. Shulk taking a time to just catch his breath from the top rope. Asking what is Mondo doing. I don't even think Mondo had any idea. Tossing Shulk back into their corner. Right hand. And tagging in Kiyotaka Ishimaru. Shulk kicking out at that 2 count. Mondo with a punch right to the back of the head. Taka looking for the finisher. Shulk with the reversal. Small package pile driver. Taka rolling out, rolling back in. And an elbow right to the side of the head. Shulk tagging in Ryan. And Taka with an elbow going for the pin. There's 1. There's 2. Ryan kicks out. And Ryan reversing the Irish whip. Instead of going after Taka, knocking Mondo off the apron. Trying to incapacitate him, at least for a little bit. But the fight heads to the outside. And Taka trying to get rid of any advantage that Ryan might have had by taking Mondo off the apron. And now getting lost in a straight line maze of chairs. And Mondo forcing Ryan back into the ring. Mondo with the choke slams. And tagging Taka back in. Not entirely sure what the point of that was. But Taka with a satellite DDT. Ryan getting out of the way of the stomp, and a stomp of his own. Stomp to the jawline. And Ryan sending Taka for a run. Slugging right hand. Taka the reversal. And now tagging in Mondo. Mondo with a double leg drop kick. Heading up top. And looking for the flying DDT. Ryan getting out of the way. And a powerbomb suplex. Probably doesn't make any sense. Ryan the falling fist. And now looking to knock Taka off the apron. Only able to get 3 punches in, but that's all he needed. Scoop slam, but here comes Taka back into the ring, breaking that up. Sending Mondo for a run to the corner. Strong right hand. Ryan, the boxer combo in the corner. Here comes Shulk. Running kick. Ryan running clothesline. And now Shulk going for the pin. There's one. There's two. And Mondo kicks out. All Shulk needs to do is keep Mondo away from Taka, and they should be fine. Face full of turnbuckle. Tagging in Ryan. And now Ryan is going to allow Taka back into the ring. Fantastic. Congrats. You're a joker. And not the cool kind. Not the Phantom Thief kind. Not the Batman kind. Not even the playing card kind. The jester kind. Taka with a pile drive neck breaker going for the pin. There's one. Shulk breaks it up. Ryan with the arm breaker. Picking up Taka. Power slam. Picking him back up to his feet again. Not going for the pin because that would be the smart thing to do. No, just continuing the offense. Even though we all know that Taka's going to reverse like 10% of the moves, because that's just how the AI rolls. It doesn't matter what their reversal stats are. That's a complete lie. It's just whatever the game feels like, and the game feels like being a complete dumbass right now. Double arm hooks, backbreaker. And of course, Taka rolls out to the apron. Shulk knocking Mondo off the apron. But of course, here comes Taka with the offense, even though Shulk should have had the advantage. No, this game doesn't work on actual logic. It just works on literally bullshit. Shulk crawling back to his feet in the corner. Now Taka tagging in Mondo. You know, Ryan, if you actually prevented the tag like you should have, and not have been a dumbass, then maybe the match would be over. And you guys might have won. But no, we're still going to be going for another 20 minutes. And what a surprise, Shulk doesn't go for the pin because that would actually, accomplish something. Mondo walking Ryan to the corner. And the face scrape, and again. Alley-oop powerbomb. There's the pin attempt. There's one. There's two. Ryan kicks out. Mondo with the Irish whip. The back body drop. Tossing Ryan back into their corner. Ryan, of course. What else with the reversal? Setting Mondo up again for a flatliner facebuster, going for the pin. Here comes Taka. Now Ryan, prevent the tag, and you should be fine. But you're not going to do that because the programming literally prevents you from being intelligent. Yep, I fucking called it. I literally called it. Taka back in. Because Ryan just decided not to do anything of use. Ryan, of course, with the reversal. Mondo with the reversal. Reversal stats are a lie. It doesn't matter what your reversal stats are. The AI is gonna reverse literally everything because they cheat. The AI in this game is bullshit. Mondo trying to drag Ryan away from the ropes. Taking way too much time, so he actually has to, attack again. And there's The backbreaker suplex. There's one, there's two, and Ryan does not kick out. Do you see what happens when you go for the pin? Good things happen when you go for the pin.
The Brotherhood.
And the Ultimate Brotherhood picking up 2 wins in 2 days. 1 via pinfall, 1 via countout, and both because the AI logic in this game is non-existent. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is your newest Women's Cruiserweight Champion. It is Kasumi Yoshizawa.
Representing Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan, the Women's Undisputed Impact Cruiserweight Champion, the Phantom Violet.
And Kasumi picking up the championship belt in a very closely contested match last night against Mitsuru. She almost lost due to countout, who, that's not a surprise, but Mitsuru giving her a new lease on life after deciding to fight her along the outside, and that's what allowed Kasumi back into the match and eventually to win the championship belt. And her opponent,
And from Stillwater, Pamela.
making her way to the ring with Zeke Von Genbu, it is Pandoria. And referee rings the bell. 2 competitors meeting in the middle of the ring, with Pandoria immediately beginning with a facebuster and a running senton, forcing Kasumi back up to her feet. Backflip Pele kick off the ropes, but Kasumi tossing Pandoria into the corner. Uppercut, elbow tossing Pandoria back into the corner. And what looked like a modified 619, kind of. Like a tiger feint. Kasumi with the reversal. Tossing Pandoria back into the corner and again. With the tiger feint combo, that's what I'm going to call it for now on right now. And Kasumi with the Hurricane Rana into the pin attempt, but there's only a 1 count. Moonsault. And another pin attempt, there's 1. Pandoria once again kicking out. Looking for the senton, but Pandoria getting out of the way. And hitting with the arm drag. Kasumi with a stomp to the ankle, there's 5. Stomp to the spine, looking for the moonsault, but Pandoria getting out of the way. There's 7. There's 8. Kasumi elbowing out. There's 9. We really need to get into the ring. And they both do. Kasumi, now is not the time to taunt. You didn't win that by countout. There's a rainbow suplex. And a split leg drop. Going for the pin. There's 1. Pandoria, or excuse me, Kasumi kicks out. Pandoria with a stomp. Kick to the gut. Now heading to the outside, heading up top. And looking for the elbow drop. Kasumi getting out of the way. Pandoria the reversal. And both women looking for springboards, and both women missing. Kasumi with the block. Pandoria continuing the offense. And Kasumi crawling up the ropes. Pandoria with the elbows to the gut. And a corner alley-oop powerbomb going for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Kasumi gets her shoulder up. And once again, the arm drag. And again. Kasumi getting back up to her feet just in time. Hitting the clotheslines. Tripping Pandoria on that kick. And a stomp to the upper part of the arm. And now Zeke distracting Kasumi. But Kasumi elbowing herself out. Here we go, Irish whip. Millionaire stunner. And the pin, there's 1, there's 2, and Pandoria does not kick out. And despite Zeke's best efforts to give his blade a fighting chance, Kasumi with a rare 2 wins in a row. And, I mean, it's kind of sad that that's a fairly true statement. And for our penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is a man who's, well, winning isn't exactly something that he's accustomed to this year. At least not as of late. It is Raiden. Looking to break his really long losing streak. And his opponent, it is your men's Universal Champion, Jin.
And his opponent, representing the Acolytes, from Pangea, weighing in at 225 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact Universal Champion Jin.
Here we go, Cyborg Ninja versus Flesh Eater. I think Jin is a Flesh Eater. I don't think he's a Blade Eater. I think he's a Flesh Eater. Anyway, Raiden with a kick to the jaw, looking for the standing shooting star press, but Jin getting his knees up just in time. And a neck breaker. Yes, I just looked it up, and yes, Jin is in fact a Flesh Eater. Thought so. Anyway, slugging right hand. And Jin with a decapitator. Just cranking on Raiden's neck. Picking up by the neck and just tossing him to the side. And a stomp right to the stomach. Forcing Raiden back up to his feet again. Looking to walk him, but Raiden elbowing himself out. Springboard Pele kick connects. Raiden's signature move. But Jin responding with a running knee to the jaw and the pin. Raiden kicks out at 1. Stomp to the upper arm. Heading to the top rope. And jumping down. Raiden crawling to the outside, Jin staring him down. And the apron stunner, the apron facebuster. And Jin just stomping all over Raiden. There's a leg breaker. And Raiden kicking him off. Looking for the facebuster. And Jin with the reversal. The combo, the snap DDT. And retreating back into the ring. And looking for something big, flying knee drop. Could have easily been a count-out win, but Jin looking to deal even more damage to his opponent, tossing Raiden back into the ring. And going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Raiden does not kick out, and Jin continues his streak of dominance.
Here is your winner, Jin!
And now for our main event of the evening. Introducing first, it is Samus Aran. Samus Aran. How do you pronounce it? I'm always between Aran and Aaron. Maybe it's Aran. Maybe like Aran or something. And her opponent. It is your newest Women's Universal Champion, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And from Japan, the Women's Undisputed Impact Universal Champion, Ultimate Soldier Kuwata.
And referee rings the bell. Samus immediately beginning with a right hand. Now the roll up into the arm bar, or into the arm triangle, excuse me. Mukuro fighting her way out. High kick, low kick, looking for another kick, but Samus rolling out of the way and hitting the spear. Looking for the right hand, but missing, so here comes Mukuro walking her over to the Western ropes. Kick to the thigh. The Irish whip. Ducking underneath. The jump. And the missile drop kick right to the shin. Mukuro with the stomp to the face, picking Samus back up, knee to the side of the head, and again, and again. Double leg dropkick finds its mark, but Samus with the reversal enziguri. And trapping the arm with that arm breaker. And now doing the exact same thing, this time to the hand. Samus, springboard back elbow. Kick between the shoulders, stomp to the face. And the ground and pound. Punches to the side of the head. Mukuro rolling out of the way of that downward punch. And reversing the Irish whip. Sending Samus to the outside with that hotshot stunner. Kick to the chest. And Samus with the roll-up. Headlock, just trying to deal as much damage as possible, but Mukuro kneeing herself out. Mukuro with some more some more offense with the open palm strikes. There's a 5 count. And trying to toss Samus back into the ring, but missing. Samus successfully tossing Mukuro back into the ring. Mukuro elbowing out of that. Now taking Samus down, looking for the armbar. But Samus easily getting herself out. Turning Mukuro around. Sliding her away from the ropes. And going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Mukuro kicks out. Trapping the arm. Handbreaker. And Sam is continuing to work on the arms, on the hands of Mukuro. And now heading up top. Corkscrew splash from the top rope. And the middle rope springboard corkscrew moonsault also connects. Looking for the suplex, but might have gotten a little bit too aggressive. Mukuro with the reversal. Samus with the hip toss and the knee, pushing her down. And again, middle rope crossbody, or middle rope corkscrew. Top rope moonsault. Samus going for the pin again. There's 1, there's 2, and Mukuro kicks out yet again. Despite the absolute onslaught that Samus was giving her. Samus trying to slow down this match a little bit. Forcing Mukuro back up to her feet. Mukuro with a kick to the chest. And the powerbomb. Elbow to the back. Samus rolling out onto the apron. Mukuro joining her and plunging her off the apron. Samus rolling back in. Mukuro looking for the pick, but instead hitting the clotheslines, the single leg drop kick, and the cover. There's 1, there's 2, Samus kicking out. And now Mukuro taking Samus to Suplex City. Dragging her away from the ropes, not wanting a rope break. And the cover. There's 1, there's 2, Samus still kicking out. Forcing Samus back up to her feet. Over the shoulders, looking for the F5. There's 1, there's 2. Samus still finding the power to kick out. Pop-up Superman punch. And Mukuro again taking Samus over the shoulders. And another F5. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2. And your current Women's Universal Champion somehow coming out on top.
Here is your winner, Ultimate Kuwata.
And I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight. Hope to see you again on Friday for Eclipse as we prepare for our next PLE of the year. But until then, we are signing out from Monterrey, Mexico. See ya.